Welcome back to Dragon's Tome. My name's Jack.
That was like my
I'm
beginning.
with
I'm terrible when I start.
one of these days I'll be able to get a sentence out. This
Not
show would
not,
be
not
so
today.
good. No, no. We are we are at 197 episodes and I have yet to get a full sentence out without some Cracker Barrel comments. Okay,
You like me to Cracker Barrel?
this is the Dragon's Tome. We go through Dragon Magazine from 1 to whenever we decide to stop. We've been doing it in
200.
chronological order. This is 197 September 1993. Well, yes. Yes,
Do
it
you
is.
remember?
Why, yes. September.
And what do we think of this cover? Well, we got ourselves a
Spectacular. Even if I didn't read the caption, I would think this was very dark sunny.
Well, it's Brom.
Yeah, well, that's Brom did a lot of the dark sun thing.
Or
didn't
as he did it all. Or as we like to call him, Gerald Brom.
Gerald.
Never hear. That's
Hello,
why. That's
G.
why he dropped his first name. He's just Brom.
Yeah, we could call him. We know him pretty well.
He's got
Friend
a.
of the show.
There's a fancy
He's
name.
just G to us.
There's a fancy name for this picture, but he also said that he was originally just called it Elf Guy.
Elf guy.
He looks like Wolverine. Look at his pants.
He looks like Elric, actually.
It's Wolverine.
It's very
pants.
Ellen Bonian kind
Yeah.
of look, even with the dragon in the background, because those guys were dragon riders in the Melanian books.
And with the what's the sword called? Stormbringer.
Stormbringer.
and I thought he looked like Fantasy Wolverine.
Yeah, see, Jack's on my side.
There it is. I didn't even go there, but yes, you're right.
I just said it. I
All we
literally
need
just
is
said it.
Deadpool.
I just said it, Jack.
That's
Don't-
the joke.
Don't hurt me.
I didn't hear Rob say it at all.
And he's got Spider-Man wings under his arms.
Spiderman. Yes, it's a lovely cover, and you know, less is more. You've got the big title dead center. You've got the open space.
Yeah, it used to be
think it works
the title used to be on the side. Is this new?
Well, it moved to the center. I would say at least 5-6 episodes.
Did it?
5-6 things ago.
Did we talk
made a
about that?
comment back then? Yeah, we did.
It can
That was like a year ago.
exactly. Okay.
Uh,
Um,
I will say that I do like Brahms' kind of watercolor-esque painting style. Though I
Yeah.
don't think he's using watercolors,
Gouache.
but it's very watercolor-ish. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Okay. So traditionally, we do 2 articles, 1 ad, and
Additionally,
That's
I
all.
think we better get this
That's all I got.
party started. Rob, why don't you go first?
Let's go to page 8. It's the editorial. Yeah, it's good old Roger E. Moore. He's discussing how one-shot adventures are boring and predictable. Look at that dragon. Linray Troples did that to the dragon. Yeah, he's discussing how one-shot adventures are boring and predictable, and you need stories that overlap, so you're always doing something. And I was like, oh, that's like a modern RPG kind of way of thinking about it. And it also sounds like Jack's Adventures, because Jack's Adventures, you're always on multiple adventures at once. You're never on just one. Yeah. And he also suggests starting with a trite plot line and then throwing a monkey wrench and screw it all up, keep players on their toes. And he gives a bunch of examples that are really, really good. And I'm like, Roger, you're just throwing these out here. You're wasting them.
yeah.
The thing is, he took a trope adventure, like a one shot that you would do, and then on that same adventure, he goes, "Well, what if this? What if that? What if that?" And he just kept going to say, like, it would be better if they think this and it's this. It was really, really well thought out.
I think he had 9 different versions of it. 9 or 10. 9 different versions of this plot, and it all starts the same way. Some adventurers meet in a tavern, hear a rumor about a dragon living nearby with a big treasure hoard. They set off after having a few brews, and that it's sometimes they kill him some more, sometimes not. But yeah, but from there's some of them where they're just crazy. It's like there's no way out of some of these situations. Like one is you kill the dragon, but it comes back as a ghost, and the only way to kill it is to get a spear from an island that's inhabited by full of mind flayers. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, it was a bunch of those kind of things. It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun times. Roger E. Moore is a font of adventures. And even at the end, he just in his closing comments, he gives like another 10 different adventures. It's like, Jesus. He's a machine. This Roger E. Moore.
And a little bit of a deviation from his norm, but a welcome one.
Yeah. Yeah, lately he has been more like this kind of thing, just talking about role playing and more like an article more than an editorial.
Yeah.
And like this could have been an article for sure. So
yes, for sure.
That is my first article.
Okay, well then, Patrick, why don't you bless us with your first article?
Bless.
Let's go to page 12.
Well,
Ruth Cook in our Ecology of the Giant Scorpion. Rocky like a hurricane.
That's a cool picture too. That's like a comic book kind of picture.
Yeah.
Tony
I did read this.
Telslezi.
Yes. I did read this, and it was not much of an ecology, but I will tell you that the story was fairly entertaining, so I kept reading.
It was more of a story than the actual ecology.
It was more of a story than ecology, honestly, yeah. Really, the basic story is of an elf trying to get back to her compatriots after being split up, and then she's avoiding all these bugs, and they turn out to be giant scorpions. She's like, oh, that one's tan, not green. Happened to be in the rocks. Apparently, elves only have seen green scorpions and were surprised by the tanness of the scorpion and how big they were, these giant scorpions. So then she gives one a big skirt away. I'm really summarizing this story. Gets
that's
away.
what we do here.
Yeah, gets away.
It's kind of in her mandate.
Friends get ready. One of their friends is scared of spiders, so she was going to laugh and joke about how big these things were. When she was about ready to call out, she gets attacked from behind by a giant scorpion and is crushed by its pincers, but not dead. Her friends come and help her, and they're wholly surprised at how big this thing is, how it is tan still. Like, oh, I guess scorpions come in many different colors, they think. And the only one thing that I got out of this that is halfway ecology is that apparently scorpions have hairs on their carapace that allow them to sense movement. So while she was invisible, I forgot to mention she was invisible. While she was invisible, the scorpion was able to track her by the movements of her air, the air of her movement. So that's how I was able.
I have
to
a feeling Ruth Cook is a scorpion expert at some some school somewhere and wanted to.
On some level, I guess, but you know,
Dr. Ruth Cook, entomologist.
Yeah. So, and of course, then there's the footnotes which cover all the D&D rules and how to implement these ecology ideas, but it just wasn't much there. I mean, like the story itself was entertaining enough, but we've had better.
Yeah, it's because a certain Dr. Edward Greenwood.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, unofficial fourth member,
That's
Dr.
correct.
Greenwood.
He was not here.
Yeah, I saw him in passing at Gen Con.
Did you?
Yeah. We waved. We gave a hearty salute.
You gave the secret handshake.
Across the sea of humanity, but that
Yeah, because there was way too many people between us, and I was like, hey, yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm sure next time a hug will be involved.
Yes.
And a little butt pat.
Okay. I guess that makes it my turn for my first article. So if we could go down to page 59, please.
59?
And we are looking at
Oh, this was one of mine.
Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh, I love
You
that
stole mine, Jack.
game. The same game?
I have more to talk about because I'm sure Jack is not going to talk about what I'm going to talk about. So go for it.
Oh,
Jack.
okay. First of all, it reminded me of something called shareware that I remember was the big.
Mm-hmm.
That was the big thing.
When you got them in the magazines, the computer magazines, like
Or
PC
just
gaming.
or you had to go online to some like website and get it.
and
or,
you
or,
knew
or
a guy
bulletin
who
board.
knew-
Yeah.
and it would just keep going forward and spread. And Wolfenstein 3D. We played the hell out of that in high school, and this was a revolution. you can look at the graphics now. Everyone who's watching this right now is old enough to go, okay, yeah, that's what for the time. But
And it was the greatest thing when you were able to land 4 computers together to play this multiplayer.
could this one play
No,
multiplayer?
that was Doom.
yeah,
was that
Doom
Doom?
was the one.
Yeah, Doom was
I
multiplayer.
thought there was Wolfenstein later on got a patch.
Oh, maybe.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I'm sure
Quite
they probably.
possibly.
But
This-
Doom was the first multiplayer one.
Yes.
And this was, the 3D where you would go forward by
I like how he describes it because he's like, yeah, you're a first-person point of view, or he doesn't say first-person. He just says your point of view of your character. It's like, yeah, it's called first-person nowadays. We have a term for this, but he didn't use it because it wasn't. If this was the first implementation, really, of it.
Yeah, it was a very frustrating but entertaining. If that sounds contradictory, it is, but it still is. Game, and I played it quite a bit, and it started the ball rolling for a lot of games coming forward.
Oh yeah, it became the thing. It still is.
Yeah, it was a fan made add-on that made Wolfenstein able to play multiplayer.
Oh,
That makes sense.
okay.
I had to look it up because I do remember playing it multiplayer, but I also do remember that it did not start out as a multiplayer.
Yeah, Doom actually had it built in. What I have to say about this article that Jack did not want to say about this article is that this new Eye of the Monitor is a new section for Dragon. This is the first episode.
I know what you're gonna say now, and I didn't notice this when I read this earlier.
Yeah, the guy who wrote this is Sandy Peterson, and the best part is he's like, yeah, I do video game things, and I was a game designer. And the editor's like, yeah, he was a game designer. He designed Call of Cthulhu. I like how he never even mentions it. He's just like, yeah, I was a game designer. But he has a little like editorial at the beginning of these articles, and he says that computer games will never replace tabletop, and I would say that's probably not true. Tabletop.
I wouldn't say totally replace. I
Well,
think it finds its own.
they
niche
didn't
because
kill
we
him.
Still have tabletop. We
Yeah,
still
but
have
I mean,
tabletop, so-
tabletop is this, and video games are this.
Yeah, I mean, is he talking about video games in general? Then, to clarify this, is he talking about video games in general, or is he talking about video RPG games?
He said computer games, so.
All right, so every computer game. Okay.
And even RPGs, even if you just take RPGs, computer RPGs are way more. Like Cyberpunk 2077 by itself, I guarantee made more money than the whole tabletop RPG last year or the year, whatever year it came out. So, yeah. Anyways, it didn't kill him,
Yeah,
but it did definitely surpassed him.
we can't speak for what he meant or the
Well,
specifics,
at the time,
but
you wouldn't think
next
that.
Gen Con.
When I was
feel
at
free.
Gen Con, I asked him. I said, "Hey, what did you mean in this article?" And
Oh.
he said, "I just meant like
Does he actually go to Gen Con?
Mahjong." And he was there 2 years ago. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know. He's getting pretty old now. I know.
I still think for his age, he still looks great. I've seen him in videos.
Well, his
and I'm
dad's still alive. He's like 100 and something. So, good genes.
Yeah,
Uh,
guess so.
Dead. They made a pact with the elder gods. Is why they're still alive.
yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, it's not good genes. It's packed with glue. So
I have to apologize to you, Rob. I thought when you were like, because Jack won't say it, and I got to say this. There's a quote below who made the game that says, "I have been too lenient, Adolf Hitler." And I thought you were going to go, Jack, why don't you say this quote? And I was like,
I didn't even know. I didn't even see that quote.
I thought that's what you were going at, and that I apologize for thinking that you would go for the shock.
The cheap
Shock.
joke. No.
Well, if we had seen it, we would have.
Yeah, probably.
made it. I didn't see it either. So
He also
Okay.
reviews a bunch of other things like Commander Keen and Cosmos Cosmic Adventure and Waxworks.
I wasn't hit on Commander Keen, but I did like Cosmo.
He also gives game tips for all these games too, which is it's like this is the guy who made Call of Cthulhu and he's giving game tips. It's like a fucking Nintendo. What was the name of the Nintendo? What was the name of that magazine? Power, Nintendo Power, I think it was called. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
it's like this. That's so weird. It's such a weird thing, but he is a video game guy. Yeah, we'll talk about that more later.
Games is games. Okay, well then that was my first article. Why don't we swing back around? Rob, you've got your second.
Yeah, you just took my second, but luckily I had a backup.
Good.
I think by doing that, Jack, you actually put me down to just 2 articles. So you convinced me to just have 2 articles.
It follow the rules for
Yep.
once.
We're gonna go to
Okay.
page 20. It's for some reason the Origin Awards they did two awards in a row. I don't know if they just skipped it one year for some reason, but this is the 1991 and 1992 Origin Awards, and I do like pointing out some of the winners, and it's kind of fun to look through the list. And the first one that you notice is Best Vehicular Figure Series. BattleTech wins this every single year, and it's just been like, what's the point of having this? Because just BattleTech wins it. The best miniature rules was Star Wars Miniature Rules by West End Games. Do you ever know there was a Star Wars miniature rules game, like miniature rules?
Yes, I did know that.
I've never even heard of it. Is it? Did you ever play it?
No, but we did see it. We did none of us really had a lot of minis.
Is it like space combat, or is it like actual miniatures?
I think it was squad. It's like you play Stormtrooper versus.
Oh, like
rebels.
almost like Legion, like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh, crazy.
but I don't think it was a stupid play, and I can't vouch for it because it's been such a long time and I haven't seen it in a while. So
Well, it won Best Miniature Game Rules at the 1991 Origins Awards, so it must be something.
there's a good chance I could be attacked by two wolves. So if you see me go down, just continue with the show
Okay, for sure.
because they're leaping through the air in here.
Why you let them near you? You should lock the
Because
wolves
I'm
out.
I'm only the one in the house right now, so
Best RPG was Vampire, as we know, Vampire is coming on. Orient Express wins Best Adventure and Best Presentation, which is
again, I still stand by my my statement that Orient Express is probably the second best
adventure
campaign adventure for an RPG.
for any game system.
Yes, for any game, because I consider the Harlequin and Harlequin Back from Shadow one probably the best because
There you go.
it's so convoluted and long. Orient Express is just terrifying and
It's a
disturbing.
it's a disturbing train ride.
Yeah.
Civ won the best strategy computer game, which is we still play Civ to this day. And the big thing to know that Vampire is taking over is that White Wolf magazine wins best magazine, taking out Dragon. Dragon was like number one for a long time, so White Wolf magazine beat out Dragon. That's all I'm saying.
I don't believe I've ever seen one in the wild.
I have. I remember back in the day they were on the shelf, so we didn't play those games, so we never bought the
it's
magazine.
like Cosmic Encounter won best fantasy board game. Again, I love me some Cosmic Encounter.
There you go. That's the
Oh, Hero
Cosmic.
Quest.
Yep, best graphic presentation of a board game was Hero Quest. They still have play by mail games in there and stuff like that. That was 91, so we'll go to 92. Guess who won the best vehicular figure game?
Ravenloft.
Yes, BattleTech wins again. But it tied with Ogre. Ogre was actually a tie on there. And
Oh, really?
And Ogre won the best miniature game rules for this year. So 92. Shadowrun,
Shadowrun,
yeah,
both still playing.
and best presentation, which is interesting. I guess it is a lot of nice pictures in the book. I guess that's what they mean by best presentation. BattleTech also won best presentation for a board game, which is
Cyberpunk won Role Playing Adventures.
GURPS. Yes,
Cyberpunk.
GURPS Cyberpunk, yeah. And White Wolf magazine wins again for best magazine of the year, which is, like Jack said, that's who the hell was buying White Wolf magazine back then? A lot of vampire players. That's who.
It was the height. So yeah, if you're gonna strike while iron's hot, you got to make a magazine. Dragon magazine proved if you have a periodical that supports
Periodical.
monthly, like an ad.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was just it's definitely a trade. Like Dragon at least purports not to be a thing for TSR, like a trade magazine, but obviously the White Wolf one is just about White Wolf games.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the Origins Awards for 1991 and 1992. Always fun to see what wins, because it is a snapshot, especially for us, because everything that won, pretty much we played. Like, that was the weird, interesting thing. So, cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, number 2 for you, Patrick. What do you got?
Let's go to page 32.
32.
Oh, played by mail. Speak of the
Play
devil.
by mail by modem. So as I was reading this, I was thinking, I never played by mail, but around this time, this is when I started running a BBS and frequently the BBS.
Oh, yeah?
And then this is when I played the second half of this article, which is the Electronic Warrior. And we played like by mail, but it's through BBS email at this point. And you have the GM, then you talked about your moves, and it was in that sense then almost faster because
Yeah, you didn't have to wait for the
moves were
snail
coming in
mail.
real time.
Yeah,
You didn't have to
yeah.
real in time. So, uh, and then it got me thinking as I was reading this article. Would we consider this the start of online D&D then, by BBS?
No.
It's definitely a precursor to like what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to Skype in, or well, you don't Skype. Oh, look at me being old school Skype.
What is Skype? Tell me about that.
The children nowadays don't know what Skype is. Yeah, you can't just go on Meets and talk, but you're still sending it by email. It's a proto. I would call it proto.
Yeah. But he does. They do. He goes in depth. This Craig Schaefer goes in depth about how you play by email, and it's kind of how it goes and the time in itself. But then that's mainly the reason why I never tried to do play by mail, just because I was just like, I have to wait however long it takes for the mail to get here, and then if the mail didn't get to you, then you lost your turn or whatever. Yeah. So, but it stuck. This stuck more to me as kind of nostalgic because it brought me back to the BBS times. So those were the fun times. I should say the beginning of having fun times on the computer with other people and meeting new people.
Yeah, I don't think
outside of your ICQ.
Yeah, I would think ICQ was a little later than this, but
yeah,
I don't think I ever did a BBS. BBS?
Yeah, I ran a Telguard software BBS, and I moved it to VBBS, virtual BBS.
We did.
As a matter of fact, I still have the instruction technical manual book to how to set it up over here. So if I got the VBS software, I could just re-put that up somehow.
I remember
I don't know if it's possible to do that on the internet.
I remember on the early setting up websites. Our buddy set up a website. And we had a whole website dedicated to monoverbum poetry, where it's one-word poems. And it got huge traffic. Like nowadays, we would have made bank off this website because there was only like 20 fucking websites in the world.
There was people from all around the world. Yeah. He was getting numbers like crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts because there was just nothing around. Like it's like the original people on YouTube just made so much like crazy amount of views because there was nothing else. Yeah, it was crazy.
The little 8-bit characters I drew up for him that were on it, and it was.
Yeah.
BBS, the heyday of ASCII art. I'm telling you.
ASCII, yeah.
And when he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm done, and I was like, oh, you can back it up or do something. No.
It's just gone.
And it is literally just gone. You can't search for. You can find a lot of people referencing it, but you can't find it.
Even the I don't think even the like the what is it, the Wayback Machine and things like that don't go that far back.
Yeah, I can't imagine that there's any recovering.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you show the Wayback Machine?
Yeah, I do love how my webcam like dramatically zooms in on me sometimes. It's like it's got a mind of its own. It's its own director.
Sometimes it just pulls back and you just drift
it's random.
off, and then sometimes it's.
I literally I just noticed it now because I didn't move and it all of a sudden just zoomed in on me. I was like,
oh, I've been watching it now for the last couple episodes. Just zoom in and zoom out at random times.
I know if I look down, it zooms out for some reason.
I think dramatic go for the side.
Yes, there it is. It's like Dr. Evil in a mechanical chair. Actually, comment below if you had a BBS and had it up and running around this time.
Yeah, for sure.
And message me privately if you've had a BBL. Anyways,
let's just hang that there.
My second article is going to be on page 101.
101.
A continuation of the Dragon Project.
Really? I'm surprised you guys took that one article. But
started a while ago where they Drag Magazine asked all these different games to basically an introductory to their game by way of a dragon. And this is El Brennigan the Dragon, who his backstory is his mom was a fearsome dragon. The townspeople came and killed her, butchered her, and he's just a little baby dragon. And he's just hidden in that hidden in that cave system, and he's too scared to come out. But what he doesn't know is when he dreams of being a big, fearsome dragon and getting his revenge one day. And I guess in this system, Ars Magica, with magic, however it works, maybe it's new to the system, maybe it's part of the system. His dream is reality, and he, in fact, dream walks a massive dragon up and is exacting horrible revenge on the people above him. And so it was kind of neat.
Yeah, I love the Dragon Project. I wish they'd kept it up longer because, well, eventually you're going to run out of other RPGs. But as we'll see in the coming months, it's some cool stuff happens. So it's really neat. Pat, what's the one? Oh, sorry, Pat. Jack, go ahead. You start talking.
I was just gonna say it's a fun little one-off thing that they can go a little swing for the fences, go wild, and you're not breaking the game. You're not make something really interesting. Dragon Magazine puts it in, and people say, "Hey, I might want to play that."
Yeah, that's a good thing too. Also for Dragon to do for other companies too, to try, like you say, like you never thought anything of Ars Magica, but this made you go, "Oh, that's interesting." And maybe back in the day, you would have been like, "Let me look at Ars Magica." Pat, what's the article that you thought we would take?
I thought we would take this article on page 17.
I don't even know what page 17 is. It's a mystery.
It's a one-page article.
It's a mystery until I can hit things.
This is the most clever way the two of you tomfoolery and hijinks full of have gotten in extra articles.
I would say this is an ad.
I didn't pick this one. I didn't.
No, the two of you are innocent. You're just we're just talking.
I thought for sure that you would have grabbed this one, though, Jack.
What this is really a segue into the ads, because all this is an ad.
At its core. It's interesting. I read it. At its core,
I did too, but it was just like,
guys,
hey, look at the next couple pages. Yeah, it's all Partha ads. Yeah. Anyways, I'm done my articles.
I'm done my articles.
I've only done one.
What page, Patrick?
36.
From the sublime to the ridiculous, Rob.
It was just it was a car crash, that one.
Rob, so subtly that most would miss it if you weren't accustomed to the way his brilliant mind works. And then Patrick goes, "I'm gonna do another one."
Just a lead pipe to the cranium.
Dragon's Bestiary. This is nice because this is actually an agreed to an article, and it's 4 new monsters for the Forgotten Realms, and these are basically all for second edition, and they're all very kind of cool looking guardian kind of things.
I like
the Flame Skull is the one I like.
Yeah.
And then the other one I like is the Whip Sting, which is just thing that just flows around and whips you in the face.
In the face. And it's also all formatted for the what's it called? Monster Compendium. Yeah, so it's nice.
And there's a few different ones. There's one called like a Sting Wing, which is kind of a variant of it. It stings you instead of whips you in the face. But yeah.
Cool pictures too.
Following. The following didn't really catch me. It was just looked like a weird looking frog with bat wings.
It's a dragon frog, yeah.
Yeah. But the flame skulls are nice, and this Banelar is also a scary looking thing. You don't want that coming near you.
It looks like the alien jumped out of your chest.
It looks like a cross between an alien and a Naga, like the face hugger latched onto a Naga.
That's a frightening thought.
That would be kind of a cool monster. Yeah, that's how you introduce aliens into your D&D campaign.
Yeah, that would actually be cool.
Then you'd have a Banelar.
Well, I don't remember having this magazine, but I do remember at least 3 of those. So they made it into the official publications at some point, though. So
yeah, no doubt. I'm sure eventually
because these are actually, some of these are really cool. Plus, Ed, you don't lose with an Ed Greenwood.
Yeah, they're official because Ed Greenwood made them.
So what's that you say, Rob? 86? Is that what
Jesus, how many articles do you have? I'm on Jack's side now.
This is my last one. I just want to touch on this one just because
Dark Sun. Ugh.
And these are more spells and weapons for Dark Sun. The best thing about this I liked is that it also now gives you alternative weapon materials to build out of, since I guess iron and steel is very rare in Dark Sun. So you can a lot of people just have their wood shields or wood weapons petrified, so then you have petrified weapons, which is kind of cool.
Yep. Nice in-world kind of reason why they don't have iron.
Yeah, and there's the like you can use this purple leaf, which is what like a plant that grows that has razor sharp.
We know about purple leaf.
blades. So, if you are running Dark Sun and looking to add Dark Sun into your 5e campaign, here's some ideas for weapons and new spells.
They're
Jackson,
still going hard with the Dark Sun. Like they're
yeah, that's the
it's-
current hotness for sure.
It is current hotness, and they're not letting up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was fairly popular, at least in my area. And when I was in college in California, we didn't get to play because the guy that was gonna say he was gonna run it never did, which kind of bums me out. But that's another story for another day.
Okay.
That's it. There wasn't much to that article, I guess, other than the standard, read it as it is. So I just wanted to point out that it had some really cool alternative materials, building materials.
Well, forgive me for skipping you for your ad because clearly you've been steamrolling the show. Let's go to Rob for his ad, and we'll see what he can bring.
I will say that this magazine had a lot of video game ads. Like a lot. Like you can
Yes.
tell that this is the video game era because there's a lot of them. But my ad is on page 45 because I was like, what the hell is this? It's diceless GMing with Metascape role-playing system. And I will say, like a preview for the upcoming things, these guys put a lot of money into full-page ads in this Dragon magazine for a game I've never heard of.
I brought up this game 2-3 weeks ago. That's the knockoff.
Oh yeah, because the Star Wars guy we talked about.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. So now it's just got full-page ads now. It was only a small one before.
Definitely they're doing this slow roll with teases the way it should be done. We've seen it blundered. We've seen, hey, what's coming, and then 2 pages later,
Here it is.
Okay, but before there were still questions, and now you're starting to get like more information. They're doing it right.
But it says it's diceless, but then it says all rolls use a single powerful die system. It's not diceless then, buddy.
Well, if I remember correctly, it had a D16 or something like that.
It says the GM may elect to run it without rolling dice.
And here it says you can elect to run without rolling dice to make it a full storytelling. Now, is that a pivot because White Wolf is killing it at this point, and they're trying to get like more of that direction, or is it so dice light?
Roll dice in Vampire.
No, but he's saying there's
just-
storytelling, more storytelling.
The storytelling, if they're thinking, oh well, if we can just like go one step further, or is the system so dice light that hey, if you don't,
We played a
you don't
game like
need
that.
to. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, here's something I didn't read this very carefully when I skimmed it, but like bullet point second from the bottom, there's a player ranking system with college scholarships available.
It's weird.
How does that feature into this?
And it's such a weird thing to the Game Lords. That kind of sparks a name though. The Game Lords seem to. I remember that being a company, but I've never heard of this game. And to put that much money into ads for a game I've never heard of, it's kind of crazy. Torg, at least I'd seen kind of on the shelves.
And scholarships. That money
Oh,
got to come from somewhere.
Did they actually give anything out? You can say a lot of things.
That's true.
The ads for this before were probably a dozen small ones that one magazine, and we've seen a couple since. Like there's some capital that you can't you can't say whether it was worth it or not, but they spent some money.
Well, you can always call the 1-800 number at the bottom. There must be something behind it because there must be a lot.
You have to use the 303 number for questions.
Well, 303 is the other one. I was going to say it's faxes orders, but I think you might be right, Jack. There might be some kind of backers behind this because there seems to be a lot of money. Even to have a 1-800 number as a startup company, that's not cheap. So I think
You
that
may
you're. I
never
think you're
know.
right. Well, we could look it up what the game lords are, but interesting. I thought. Anyways,
Someone can just tell us in the comments.
yeah. If you know anything about Metascape or Game Lords Company, I'd be curious because, or if you ever played it
Just,
or heard
I'd
of it.
rather know about the game lords themselves. Where are they getting their money from?
Yeah, it's
Is
interesting.
this a mafia-run RPG?
Their PO box is not a number. It just says PP. That's weird.
It's PO box where you pee.
It's in Meeker, Colorado. So who knows?
So what is that? What is that phone number that they offer you for the scholarship?
I didn't see a phone number.
Okay. It
The,
just
the phone number is for
coincidentally-
questions, or you can call and ask them about the scholarship.
Okay, because if we go to, I don't mean to hijack your
I'm
thing,
done.
Rob, but
I'm done. Yeah.
if we go to page 112, left-hand side, kind of in the middle.
College scholarship. So yeah. Is it? Yeah. What was that page? I was on 45. This one is.
It's not the same number.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's funny. Yeah.
Because this was also almost my ad, because I was gonna say, like, that's just crazy. Like, who has ever heard of that?
And
That's
then
obviously
another
one
thing. Yeah.
And you just brought up another. I don't know. Are they connected?
I want a Dragon Clock though.
Like, if you saw a lot of pictures of this ad and that other ad together, you'd go, "There's something there. There's a little smoke.
You think the whole thing's a scam?
Best friends for 10 years, and they're together. Next thing you know, they just happen to be different parts of the magazine." Okay, so
Conspiracy.
I think I'm going to do my ad because
Pat will take it.
I fear it's such a big, interesting one that Pat might take it, and he usually comes with a bucket load.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't have very many.
if we could
Very
please
many.
go
It's more
to
than one.
page 73.
Is that one of yours, Pat?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I
thought
talked
you
about
were
Underground too.
Yeah, I bet you were gonna go for this one, Rob. That's why I didn't do
I
it.
already talked about Underground, but I love the pictures.
This again, we have discussed the other ads. The other ads were far more subtle than this one. This one is Judge Dredd and Tank Girl made Sweet Sweet Love.
Well, the guy who draws this is the guy who did Martial Law, right? The comic book Martial Law. So
Yes, but it is so wildly of a time and so
I love it.
unabashedly what it is. I never played it.
No.
But boy, did this because this isn't the only time
No.
it shows up in the magazine. I've seen this particular ad a bunch of times, and as a youth, I was like, "That is
Intriguing.
That is intriguing, even as just artwork.
Yeah.
It is
Wow,
intriguing.
When you get a high-end comic book artist to do all your art for your game, like you're gonna be winning, and it definitely is visually different from anything else you've seen in role playing at the time. That's for sure.
Yes, a unique.
I can't speak on the game. I actually have the PDFs. I may have procured them, and I haven't checked them out yet though. So I'm curious what the game's like, but the art is amazing.
Ahoy, matey!
Hey, maybe I paid for him, Jack. You don't know.
I do know.
You've known me too long.
You know that meme where it shows a skeleton. It says the game developer of the game you just downloaded from 30 years ago, and it's like you've left him destitute, or you killed him because everyone got their money who was going to get their money. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't think that this company is. I don't. Who made it? Is it Mayfair? Yeah, is Mayfair
Mayfair
even
Games.
around? I don't think even Mayfair's around anymore. Maybe. I don't think so though.
I think it is. I think Avalon Hill maybe bought them.
Oh yeah, maybe somebody else bought them out. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well then, that was my ad. So let's
go
wrap
through it.
this up.
Let's go through Pat's 8,000 ads.
I only got two, and they're kind of back to back. So we'll start on page 68.
Dark Sun, what the fuck?
I-
You're obsessed
again,
with this
while I-
goddamn game.
Well, here's what it is. While I never played the RPG, I did get to play this computer game.
Oh, is it the game? Computer game?
Yeah, it's made by SSI.
Shattered Lands.
So, and it was an actual fun game, and it also made me even more upset at my friend Scott, who never ran this game, he goes, "I'll run it. I got it. I got all the books. We're gonna run. We're gonna play."
He's still bitter about this. He
To
just
this
called
day,
Scott
to
out.
this day, 20 plus years, and I'm still angry
Scott?
that I never got to play a game.
You better get on right now.
A Dark Sun.
Get that Dark Sun campaign going right now, or Pat's gonna hunt you down.
It just looks
Shots
fun.
fired, Scott. Shots fired.
I hope Scott
Dark.
watches this.
So, so just touch on that. Computer game, great, loved it. SSI it wasn't a gold box, but it's in that genre of
Yeah, they put out
they
like
were ruling
300
a ton.
games. So yeah,
Yeah,
they
So-
put out a game for every single thing that IP that TSR had, like literally.
and tangentially connected to this ad is my next ad, which is the next page,
Oh, it's easy.
which is the ad for you by James Ward
It's not
to
an ad.
join SSI to become one of their playtesters
It's not an ad. This is
for
an
the video
article.
games.
You're confusing articles and ads.
Listen, he did that ad for Alparth, and you just called that fucking thing an ad. Now you're telling this is a fucking article, not an ad?
It is. It's the join the Electric Warriors.
It's
the second cleverest way someone got another article into
Yeah.
on one of my shows.
It pretends it's an ad.
A master class.
a fucking ad. This is an actual ad. This is telling you how to apply for a job.
I've been substitute schooled. I'm
this
like
point-
the teacher that
At this
walked
point,
in.
93, I can only imagine the amount of applications that went flying to SSI to become playtesters at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
I don't even want to be a playtester. It's playing a game that's broken annoys the hell out of me.
My question is, why is James Ward writing these giant ad articles?
Yeah, should he be writing like Gable World?
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
that
he
was-
also did second edition, though, didn't he? He put
maybe
in,
parts of
him
it.
and someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or was it Forgotten Realms? I forget. But
No,
he
Forgotten
did.
Realms
He
is Ed
did.
Greenwood.
He did a huge part of second edition, I think, if I remember right. So,
Or maybe even
he's-
the D&D, the new D&D.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I know him from Game World. That's all I know from.
But I think this was addressed
Ed's
not too
Marvel
long
Scripts.
ago. The synergy between the two. They're scratching each other's backs. James M. Ward might have worked on Dark Sun or might have worked on, and hey, you're making games for us. You need something? We've got this readership. We've got tens of thousands of people that if you need. So like it's a little quid pro quo.
I think also TSR was. It's not a huge company, so a lot of people were doing multiple things. So maybe he was in charge of digital marketing or something. You know, like.
Fun fact about SSI, though. SSI was headquartered 40 minutes just north of where I went to college. So I could have drove there. I could have been working for SSI if I knew anything about computer programming.
Yeah, and I could have been an astronaut.
And that would have been just a 40-minute commute. Easy peasy.
But yeah, so it's in California, SSI.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, well that seems to be. We can wrap this episode
Wow.
up.
This might be the shortest Jack episode
Wrap it
ever.
up.
No, it is still quite long, way longer than I ever signed up
Episodes
for.
are always so long. I don't understand. He
Thankfully-
natters a lot sometimes.
Thankfully, a couple weeks ago, I asked people to not comment on the shows because we're getting too many subscribers.
All I know is that you started a revolt now, and they're openly defiant
what?
in the comments.
Yeah.
No, I said thank you.
And one guy just says, "I will not
Thank
comply,"
you
and
for
big stamp
making
of disapproval.
All I asked was for them to comply.
They didn't comply.
They didn't comply.
They're non-compliant, Jack.
Maybe you need to get back
Okay,
on
well,
and put your foot down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe
do this.
maybe Jacob Fike has to get on there and.
I don't know what I can do. What else?
What more can
do
I
they want
do?
for me to stop them from feeding the algorithms
Well,
and making our channel grow? Like
They could like,
it's
share,
gotta
and
stop.
subscribe just to be ornery. If you want to piss off Jack,
Okay.
like, share, subscribe, comment below, and
What did I just say?
they have to be ornery.
Do not comment below.
I believe in the punk ethic. We're against the man, right? Right, readers or listeners. I don't know, readers. You're reading something, I guess.
I guess so. Anywho, thank you all for joining us. Come back next week when we'll do this all over again.
Again,
It might be 198 next week.
It might be.
I think it's going to be 198.
Come check out. It might. Maybe we'll just start skipping them. Maybe we'll just start going
we're
crazy.
Gonna just do prime. We're gonna do prime numbers.
Maybe we're just gonna do like 8 in a row, like all in one episode, just 8 magazines.
Ooh,
just talk about.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I would fucking kill myself.
That's a lot.
Okay, well, before we say something we might regret that we can't take back.
First, wait a minute. We actually regret things we said. What's going on?
I've never regretted anything I've ever
What's
said.
happened to this show?
I've said some heinous things on this show, and I don't regret a single thing. I wish people dead.
Oof. Oh yeah, yeah.
Who later died.
Yeah. Anywho,
Let's move on.
On that bombshell, thank you all for joining us, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I've been Rob.
I've been Jack.
And I'm Chopper.
Bye-bye.
I'm the only one that doesn't lie.